What's up, Bobcats? Welcome back to another episode of The Sage.
In today's show, we'll be taking a look at a genius project about UV rays,
A look back at fall formal from last weekend,
explore the impact of Orb Weavers spiders,
and a sports segment to finish the show.
I'm Crystal Slabicki.
And I'm John Picchi, and let's roll the intro.
Hello Bobcats. On October 18th, during advisory, senior Animesh Johnson put his genius project into action, teaching us the dangers of UV rays.
So what I did was I put together a public service announcement that talked about the dangers of UV radiation from the sun and how to protect yourself from it. And I had that aired on the advisory slides from October 18th. And then I had photochromic bead keychains, which turn dark colors in the presence of dangerous sunlight, distributed to all the advisory classes so that everyone had a chance to take a keychain for themselves they could put on their backpack, and then when it turns dark colors they can see, oh, so I should put on sunscreen now. So during my sophomore year, I had a class outdoors. It was a PE class, and I'd get sunburned a lot because I didn't bring sunscreen to school, and I didn't have time to apply it. And that made me realize that a lot of other people, a lot of my friends were also getting sunburn on a regular basis. I sent out a survey in my junior year, last year, asking people about their sunscreen habits, and 75% of people said that they did not put it on a regular basis, but were still worried about getting skin cancer, which is caused by sunburns and excessive time in the sun. So over the summer, I crafted 1,600 keychains by hand. It took about 4 days, I think.
UV rays as a whole is a very serious topic that is often neglected. However, thanks to the efforts of Animesh, students at Sage Creek feel more conscious on the dangers UV rays bring and how to prevent them. This has been Wesley Bodensteiner and Tieger reporting for The Sage.
I didn't go to the formal, did you, John?
I did. It was really fun.
I heard it was very exciting. I also heard that the food and music were good.
Let's take a look back with Tomiris and Isaac headed over at the flower fields for fall formal.
Last Saturday, Sage Creek held its annual fall formal dance at the Carlsbad Flower Fields. We hope you guys had a fantastic evening as we transported you back in time to the glitz and glamour of the silver screen. It was a night to remember, and we are here to relive the magic with you. The event was hosted at the Flower Fields, which was a breathtaking addition to the glamorous theme. The blinding lights, atmosphere, music, and the starry night was a perfect accommodation for the spirit of fun.
It's pretty on theme. I like it. I like the Hollywood side. The Hollywood interested, where they took pictures of you.
It's really a good way to get together with the friends and maybe even meet new ones.
It's awesome, especially with finals around the corner. This is a great time for them to have a fun social event and make some memories.
The entertainment elements such as the music, air hockey, and a delightful food were the stars of the show. We caught up with a few students to hear their thoughts on the night.
It's actually pretty fun. The music's really good.
The food is really good. I've eaten so much today, like realistically, best meal I've had in a while.
Facts.
It was a night of laughter, dancing, and making unforgettable memories as our students celebrated together. And for our seniors, it was a bittersweet knowing that this was their last formal dance at Sage Creek.
I feel kind of sad because it's the last dance, but I know that there's going to be more dances along the way.
The fall formal was a night to remember, the perfect blend of old Hollywood glamour and modern trends. We'll see you next year for another unforgettable night. This has been Helen, Isaac Danon, and Tomiris Gumar reporting for The Sage.
Wow, the formal was such a success.
I agree. Next up, let's take a more spooky look around campus.
We have Juliette and Leah telling us about Orb Weavers spiders.
I wonder how the spiders impact us.
Let's find out.
They're creepy, they crawl, and they're big, but they are beneficial to our ecosystem. These friendly spiders, commonly known as orb weavers, make their elaborate webs here on campus and around local neighborhoods. Bio and marine science teacher Mrs. Good further explains how these spiders make their presence known and affect the community around them.
So orb weavers, in my personal opinion, are giant spiders. I know they have bigger in like Australia, but for us locally, they're really good sized spider. They're pretty obvious because I don't know if I mentioned, but they're really big. really big. So they fill a vital role in the ecosystem because they eat insects. So I'm going to give you a local example. Miss Brown had one on her window for a solid almost week, and it ate 4 wasps in one day, I believe. So we have a wasp problem on campus. I don't know if you've noticed, but the Orb Weavers help with that. They're also not venomous, so they're not harmful to us, even though I get people are creeped out by spiders, but they're like on the safe end of the spider spectrum. And then also they're a food item. They're pretty low on the food chain, so birds, other wasps, other insects will eat them as well. I think the difference from other spiders is the fact that they build these elaborate webs, and so they're pretty easy to see because like you'll walk out and then obviously spider webs can sometimes be hard to see, but you'll see this big giant spider resting on the middle of its web, and they build that web every night. So they like tear it down, it gets destroyed over the course of the day, and then every night they start over to have a fresh web every morning, which is kind of cool. So they like don't hide, they're like out in the open.
Overall, these spiders, even though intimidating, hold a higher purpose.
This has been Leah Ertel
and Juliette Delicio reporting for
The Sage, sending it back to the anchors.
All of those spiders make me want to crawl into this week's sports.
Definitely. I heard that there are a lot more sports upcoming this season.
Take it away, Juliette, Samuel, and Connor.
What's up, Bobcats? This is Samuel Daher bringing you a sports update for this week. Winter sports tryouts began this weekend and will continue throughout the week. Girls basketball tryouts were hosted on Saturday and Monday. Boys basketball tryouts began Monday and concluded Tuesday. Girls and boys soccer tryouts began this Monday and will continue this Wednesday and Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. and 7 to 9 p.m. respectively. Wrestling tryouts will be held on Monday, November 13th from 3:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m. This year, boys soccer will be coached by Neil Keefe and Parakela Belay. Varsity girls soccer will be coached by Sean Weeb. Varsity boys basketball will be coached by Brandon Dowdy. Girls basketball will be coached by Benjamin Lynn, and the wrestling head coach is yet to be determined. Team rosters will be announced following tryouts, and you can buy tickets for games online on gofan.com or go for free with an ASB sticker as soon as the season begins. This has been Samuel Daher, Juliette Deliuso, and Connor Carroll reporting for The Sage. Now sending it back to the anchors.
That's all for this week's show, Bobcats.
Before you go, make sure to go to Ding Tea from now to the 10th for the Robotics Club Team fundraiser.
Also check out the club's Instagram, Catalyst23997, and enjoy some boba or tea.
Make sure to also check out our social media at The Sage Pub.
And our latest articles at thesagenews.com. This has been John Picchi
and Crystal Slabicki
reporting for The Sage.
Sage.